Hey there, Javalock here, and I wanted to take this time to continue our discussion about the alignments. When I started the conversation, I mentioned the alignment matrix. The matrix was composed of alignment domains, lawful, neutral, and chaotic, and the second part of the matrix is the alignment branches, good, neutral, again for some reason, and evil. While the alignment branches may be a bit easier to understand, I feel like they too are loaded with misconception and confusion, especially when you combine your domain and your branch. Alignments will be one of the main elements you use when developing and role-playing your D&D character, so we have to do them justice. Sit down, grab a cup of coffee, or tea if that's what you're into, and let's start the conversation. We're talking about the alignment branches. The three branches of the alignments are good, neutral, and evil. While the alignment domains mentioned previously act as a discriminating factor between ideologies, the alignment branches serve as an explanation on why a character would support or reject a certain idea. I want to point out again that these ideas do not have to be in direct opposition with one another. I also want to remind you that I haven't labeled any specific traits or ideas so far. This is because, like I said before, there are a ton of nuances between character alignments and their ideologies. I will circle back to this idea at the end of the conversation, and then in a major way in later discussions. So let's talk about the good branch. The good branch encompasses the idea of altruism, selflessness, and the concern for others. The good branch also tends to be more idealistic. Good characters will often make choices to help others, even at the cost of their own convenience. Good characters will often be motivated to protect life, innocence, and fairness. The evil branch is typically the most controversial when it comes to alignments. Traditionally, the evil branch encompasses the idea of oppression, maliciousness, and inflicting pain onto others. Some evil characters may even actively enjoy hurting others. Now the thing is, these traits that I just mentioned are more delegated to NPCs and monsters. This is because it helps GMs easily fill out their roles and motivations. However, when I think of the evil branch more broadly, I think it encompasses the ideas of individuality, self-interest, and being pragmatic. Evil characters will have little compassion for others and can likely cause harm without any ill effects towards their conscience. To further a point, when I use the word harm, I'm not directly talking about physical harm. As I define it, harm is just the transition between a higher state and a lower state. So for example, if you have all of your HP and you encounter an owlbear, which results in you having less HP, you are harmed. Also, if you encounter an NPC like a guard who is blocking your way, and in order to pass him, you decided to intimidate him, that NPC is harmed because you caused him to leave his higher state, aka not being scared, into a lower state, which is being scared. Characters in the neutral branch lack a commitment towards either of the previously mentioned ideas. A neutral character encompasses the idea of being amendable, passive, and pliable. Neutral characters lack the obligation to help others, but they also are deprived of joy from causing harm. This doesn't mean that a neutral character is a blank slate. The actions of a neutral character will most likely be influenced by their personal relationships, goals, and current motivation. Now, I think this actually makes a neutral character the hardest to roleplay. A lot of players would assume that neutrality equals freedom, and to a degree, I think they're right. But neutral characters actually require a lot of thought and consideration. This complexity will come to light if you have a heavy mixture of alignments within your party. Alright, all this talk is great, but let's splash these branches into some scenarios. Remember, I said the branches serve as an explanation to an idea and not the idea itself. So let's take a simple concept like stealing. A good character may claim stealing is wrong because it has a negative impact on the victim. An evil character may declare, stealing is not wrong because the item stolen would benefit me. And a neutral character might think, Do I need this item enough to outweigh the harm stealing it will cause the victim? To further that scenario, a good character may suggest, I can repay you in some way in order to get that item. They can also ration out, I will take this item from you because of how you got the item. An evil character may boast, I can take this item from you by force, or they may even think, I can deceive that person in order to get this item. And a neutral character may suggest, I will compensate you for this item because of blank, or I am taking this item because of blank. Does this mean that an evil character will never go out of their way to protect others? Absolutely not. A good character might want to protect others because they get satisfaction from protecting life, while an evil character might want to protect others to ensure their own status or self-image. A character's actions can easily be refracted when considering their alignment domain, branch, and the actual ideologies that they choose to follow. I wanted to use this time to deeply discuss the alignment branches and how they can serve as supporting explanations behind your character's ideologies. The next time we talk about alignments, we're going to put our alignment domains and branches together and talk about the components as a whole. I hope to really show you that characters with the same alignment can be radically different. And finally, I want to give you a crafting guide you can use for developing and personalizing your character's alignments. But until then, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like always, if you guys want to add more to the conversation or tell me about aspects of the alignment you want me to talk about, just let me know in the comments. Alright friends, live with strength and function. Peace out.